Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. I just got back from my weekly LCS trip. I got myself my regular $5 of Canadian 25-cent junk silver in 80% form, and I got an extra one from the LCS, which is awesome. I also happened to go through my quarters and I filled up my 2 Whitman books, which I'd love to share with you guys. So we'll take a quick look at the quarters first. I got $3 of Queen Elizabeth in her her first portrait. And that will actually equal up $7 in the roll there. So I'll be able to roll another roll of 53 to 64. And that actually took everything out of my little bag when I filled up the book underneath here. So I got an empty bag. Next week, if I get any Queen Elizabeth, the first portrait, it's going to go fresh into a bag. We got $2.25 worth of 65 66s. And that's not enough to roll a roll there yet, so I'll put that into the bag, and that is another $5.25 face, just over 3 ounces of junk silver into the bag again this week. Getting closer every week, slowly as it goes. So, one of my previous videos here, if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I did a bit of a buy on Facebook Marketplace. I found some quarters that I didn't have, including the 21 here, a low mintage of 595,000. As well as some other ones. The 32, it's only 537,000, and then the 34, that's only 300,000, I think that says. Sorry, bad eyes. Yeah, 384,000. So yeah, I got a few of them for basically spot price, so I can't complain about that. And I only got 4 left to get. We have the 1911, which isn't too hard to find from what I gather. There's 1.7 million. Apparently a lot of them saved that. A lot of people saved the 1911 because it's got something different written on the back of it. The LCS was saying they had to, it's called the Godless coin. They had to change it in 1912. So it says something about that in there. The 1915 is a rare one at 242,000. Don't got that yet. The 27, 468,000. And then the 36 dot. I was chatting with him about that today because I wasn't sure on the story on that. So apparently there is a lot of fakes out there, the 36 dot, but he says it's also not actually that hard to find, despite the fact that it has 153,000 mintage. The dime is a lot harder to find. It only has, I believe, when you look at the book, it says it has a certain 100,000 or 200,000 mintage, but only 4 known. And so I think what happened there is they got melted down and only 4 of them were saved. Anyways, I spoke to the LCS and I asked him, hey, would you mind, looking for these 4 years for me? He said, no problem. So he's going to help me out with that. He's obviously not going to give me the best when it comes to a 1915 because it's such a low mintage, he said. But if he can find one, I said, I don't care. As long as I can read the date, the rest of the face could be worn off. I don't care. So, yeah. Get 4 more from him eventually. I'm going to give him the list because I kind of just told him today, but I'll give him an actual written list. But yeah, I got that book almost filled right up there. 1911 all the way to 1952 there. Only 4 missing. So I did take a look at my second book there, or the 3rd book in the series, I guess. There's probably one before, but I'm not going to get that because it's not what I'm collecting. But I was able to go through this one, and I filled up all the slots in it, or all the silver slots in it anyways. There's extra slots in the last couple pages there with no numbers on them. So I guess if a person really wanted to collect the 68 non-silver and 69 and so on and so forth non-silver coins, you could put them in there. I probably am never going to do that unless I do a quarter hunt one day. Then I might go through and pick some out, but I have no plans at the moment, but you never know. We'll see what the future brings. Happened to get all of these ones. The hardest one to find there was the 54. I did end up having to go through my other rolls. I wasn't going to go through all my other rolls, but I did end up having to go through the other rolls in order to find the 54 and a couple nice 53s. There is a 53 large date, and then there's a 53 small date. Due to the Queen's bus or something I was reading. But yeah, there's slightly different sizes of the 53 in there. Slightly larger and a little bit further down from the horn, I believe, on one of them. So yeah, 54, it was, like I say, the hardest to find. Only a 2.3 million mintage in that. I did find one in the quarters that I had here. And then because I pretty much went through all of the quarter rolls anyways, they're very close to all the quarter rolls, I just popped all of them open and just looked for anything shiny in there too. So I got the nicest, shiniest ones pretty much that I could. I pretty much replaced a lot of them in there. I had some duller ones in there, and yeah. Anyways, yeah. Very, very cool to fill up the 2 books. Can't wait to get the 4 more quarters for the other book. Can't wait for another week and another 3 ounces of silver. And that's about it for now. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Remember, it doesn't cost you a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?